For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the on record, off record.
Woo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna give you a word that I heard over the weekend, man. I thought this was amazing. Are you ready for? Man, I don't think they're ready. Are y'all ready for this? You sure? Okay, let's get it, man. So only those who are tested can be trusted. You think they're, nah. Only those who are tested can be trusted. You may ask yourself, Charles, what does that mean? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it means. It means this. If you're sitting around complaining about the many obstacles that you face to get to the goals that you are seeking to accomplish in this world, good. It's supposed to be happening. Because that just means that you are getting prepared for the blessing that's coming. You're getting prepared for the blessing that's coming. And the more things weigh on your shoulders, the more tests that you pass, the more obstacles and barriers that you overcome, just says that there's going to be so much that you're going to be entrusted with. You're going to have some to give away. You're going to have a surplus. That's the way you got to look at this thing. We sit around so often and we say to ourselves, why me? Why me, Lord? Why is the universe doing me this way? Why is Murphy's Law always coming after me? Why is entropy always taking hold in my life? It's supposed to, because only those that are tested can be trusted. Only those who are tested can be trusted. Man, that was an awesome word, wasn't it? That was an awesome word, wasn't it? It gives you a new perspective to look at things. Because oftentimes we want so much abundance and we're not even ready for it. We're not even ready for it. We're still failing the basics. We can't give you the more complicated stuff. If you can't pay taxes on $10, you certainly can't handle taxes on $1 million. You're not ready. You haven't been tested. And if you haven't passed the test, you can't be trusted. Man, woo, man, I love that word. If you love that word, man, just type down in the comments, I love that. I love that. I want to be tested. I want more. I want so much. I want a surplus so I can give some away, so I can bless others, so I can do more for my community, so I can do more for my family, so that I can do more for the world, so that I can put myself in positions to effect and cause change in places I never thought I would arise to, because I've been tested. I've gone through the fire. Iron sharpens iron, baby. I'm that sword. I'm on the cutting edge. I've been tried and tested and fired in the kennel, the heat of life and all the obstacles that come with it. And now I'm ready. I'm motivated, pumped up, fired up, dedicated, resilient. I got that perseverance of a lion. Whatever I'm going after, I'm going full force and I'm going to get the prey. Why? Because there's been tests that I've passed. There's been fires that I've had to go through. There's been obstacles that I've had to endure. There's been pain that I've had to encounter. There's been storms that I had to survive, and I'm still standing here. So that means I'm trusted with all the blessings that have been given to me. I'm ready. I'm ready. So stop with this cynical, pessimistic idea of the blessings that is being put in your lap is there for a reason. So many of us are sitting there complaining about the bad things that are happening to us in life, and we don't understand or realize that it is happening for a reason. Because we need to be tried and tested by the fires of life in order to be entrusted with the blessings of life. Nobody likes that entitled kid, that entitled adult, that entitled man or woman who everything has just been given to. And because they haven't been tested or tried, they don't appreciate the blessings. And so they just spend it all. They give it away. It means nothing to them because they didn't have to work for it. They didn't have to pay any sweat equity. They didn't have to cry any tears. They didn't have to endure any pain. They didn't have to overcome any obstacles or struggles. So when something is given to them, they lose it all because they were never trusted to begin with. Man, I was so excited to say this, man, because this pumps me up. All the things that God places on my shoulders, that the universe places on my shoulders, I want. Bring on more. You want me to speak to 20 kids tomorrow? Good. 100 kids tomorrow? Good. 1,000? Good. 15,000? Good. Bring it on. I'm ready. Because only those who are tested can be trusted. And that's the way you need to look at life. That's the way you need to look at that next level in that educational system that you're looking at. That's why you progress through school. That's why you go from K4 to 12th grade. Because you can't go to 12th grade unless you've been tested by all the previous levels. You can't go to that next job, that next promotion, that next, if you want to start on the football team, you want to box, you want to become the CEO of your company, unless you were tested in the lower ranks. You've been an amateur. You've been a supervisor. You struggled through your senior year of high school. You put in that sweat equity, you put in that time, you've endured that pain, you went through all the storms, and you have overcome it up until now. Good, you've been tested. Now we can trust you with more. Now you can be trusted with more. This is the way we have to think. This is the way we have to think. That's why the old saying goes, and I don't like using cliches, but I'm gonna give you one, and I apologize in advance. But to those much is given comes a great responsibility. And I know I just paraphrased that and reworded the whole thing and probably mashed two slogans together, but you get the point. If you've been tried and you can be trusted means that you now have a massive responsibility to use the blessings, the abundance that you have been given, the surplus that you have been given responsibly, and not abuse the position that you've been given. Not abuse the blessing that you've been given. Not abuse and use irresponsibly the surplus, the blessing, the abundance that you have been given. That talent that you have deep inside of you, in your soul, in your heart, in your spirit, that thing that you can't forget about, that calling that you should be working on each and every single moment of the day was given to you. And it's a massive responsibility. And the moment you start to put yourself in a position to stretch and grow and be tested and fired in a kennel and gone through the furnace and go through the obstacles and overcome the barriers and punch through the glass ceiling, then you will be trusted to utilize full force the gifts that you have been given. Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. If anybody offers you anything easy in this life, I don't care if it's a get-rich-quick scheme, lose 40 pounds in 40 days, I don't care what it is. If it comes without work, it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. There's a price to be paid in life. We're so used to trying to be comfortable because our mind says, preserve self at all times. Preserve self at all times. Your brain, your mind is pain adverse. And you got to learn to push through those things. You got to learn to endure the pain, because on the other side is pain is growth, is abundance, is surplus, is more responsibilities, is the answers that you've been seeking. It's the blessings that you have been asking for. It's that promotion, graduating college, becoming a pilot, becoming a speaker, a lawyer, a doctor, becoming a U.S. president, a U.S. senator, running your own business, becoming a multi-millionaire, writing a novel, becoming a Nobel Peace Prize winner. You got to push through pain and obstacles to get to those destinations. You don't get those things and attain them easily. They're not given freely. There's a price to be paid. There's a burden to be bared. It's going to be a test of faith, a test of heart, a test of mental fortitude, a test of your courage, a test of your bravery, a test of your strength of your backbone. Are you willing to do what you said you was going to do? It's going to be a test of your discipline, a test of your integrity. Essentially, it's going to be a test of everything that you are. Every moment that you're chasing after that goal and trying to get past those barriers and those obstacles, it's going to be a test. The only people who get something easy is people who aren't chasing anything. So everything is given to them. Have you ever noticed it's easy to just accept life? It's easy and comfortable to just be where you are. But the moment you try to progress, the moment you try to grow, the moment you try to be successful, the moment you try to climb higher than where you are, you encounter barriers and obstacles and negativity and naysayers. But if you just sit back, I'm good. Sit back in your comfortability and just accept where you are. Just accept mediocrity. Just accept complacency. There's no struggle there. But the moment you have that little yearning to be better than who you are right now, be in a better place than where you are right now, storms arise, winds blow, rain comes, lightning strikes, thunder shakes, and everything seems like it's adversity to you. But it's really testing the structure of who you are, your character, your will, how disciplined you are, how much integrity do you have, how much faith do you have in yourself and your gifts and your abilities. That's what it's all about. That storm is there for a reason. That storm is there for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are awesome, amazing, and wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. I love each and every single one of you. And start to reshape your mind to know that if you're not tested, you can't be trusted with whatever it is that you're trying to progress to. So look at this moment of time right now, without any regard for how difficult it may seem. It's a blessing because it means you're on the right path. And it means you're chasing a goal and you're chasing something that most would see as unachievable, unattainable, out of reach, not tangible, but you're going after it. So keep going, keep pressing on, lean forward in the foxhole, because those who are tested can be trusted. And right now you're being tested. And when you're ready, you'll be trusted with all that you have ever dreamed for. It's for you. Keep going. It's not over. It may suck. It may be painful. It may be hard, but I promise you, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to today's episode of Grind Hard, Hustle Smart. As always, you can find me on thecharlesjohnson.com. That's the speaking website. You can find our merchandise with the podcast at thegrindishard.com. We're on all major podcasting platforms. I'm talking about Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. Run them all. We're also on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Hit up the YouTube channel. It's the same name as the podcast, Grind Hard, Hustle Smart. Let's get that viewership up. Let's get those subscribers up. Let's spread this thing across the world and the globe. I love each and every single one of you. And remember, as always, grind hard, hustle smart. Have a good one.